Hey. Happy Monday, y'all. Just wait for Instagram here to get on. Hope everyone's well. Give me 1 second. I don't want to leave Instagram out,
No. They've been so active.
I know. Oh, here we go. Perfect. There we go. What up, people? Hi. Happy Monday. If you're watching for the first time, this is Mogul Movies Weekly. It's our live stream every Monday and Thursday. We cover everything from box office buzz to the industry's biggest power plays and all things, of course, Mogul by MoviePass. I'm Luigi, I'm your host, and this is Josh, my co-host. Say hi, Josh.
Happy to see you.
So let's get into it. This weekend we had some fun little releases. Let's talk about the performance.
Yeah, the big one this weekend was Hoppers, not too surprising, in our continued trend of successful talking animal movies. The forecasts we were seeing were kind of in the 40 to 50 range, and it was pretty spot on. It did 46 million for the 3-day. I don't know. I think Stacy said he saw it this morning. It sounded like he liked it. He, maybe felt like the marketing was a little bit off, but it's been getting good reviews. 46 million is a strong early March open, so good numbers there. The Bride was kind of the underperformer of the weekend, but still pretty decent. 7.2 million. The highest I saw was maybe like 11, 12, 13 million. So underperforming a little bit. Not getting the greatest reviews, but Stacy and Gretchen this morning both said they liked it. They felt like it was kind of getting overpanned. So, if it looked interesting, go see it. Jesse Buckley and Christian Bale, obviously both legendary, both of them. So,
yeah, if you saw it, weigh in. Let us know your thoughts. I'm hearing a lot of. It kind of reminds people of the Joker. Lady Gaga's going to be pissed when she sees this. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, exactly. The one you shouted out last week, Protector, with Mila Jovovich, had a pretty nice opening weekend for a small movie. 744K, nice. Which is kind of what we were expecting. We weren't seeing numbers, so I didn't think it'd be over 1 million, but 744K is pretty good for a movie that I think a lot of people probably didn't know about. And then I didn't see any numbers for the Peaky Blinders movie. Did that go limited this weekend?
It's probably pretty limited, just knowing Netflix the way they work.
Yeah, it might have just gone to their like 2 big theaters, their New York, LA theaters.
Yeah, I'm curious. Maybe Stacy loves Peaky Blinders, so I wonder if he maybe watched it. We had, of course, a couple holdovers. I think Scream and Goat still holding on. Talking animals, man.
That's right. Scream took a pretty big dip, 72.8% drop, but kind of expected. I think the people that were going to go out and see that probably did, and Hoppers and The Bride both had strong numbers, so they were kind of pulling from the Scream audience. Goat only dropped by about 45%. It did 6.6 million this weekend, but it obviously had direct competition with Hoppers. I suspect Hoppers will kind of be our talking animal movie for the next couple of weeks until I guess maybe Mario. Not properly talking animals, but
yeah, we already covered this week's movers, so we won't need to do that again. I am curious about. I am definitely going to see Hoppers. So, given all of that, what are your picks, holds, and drops for this week, Josh?
I think Hoppers is probably the obvious hold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any good reason to drop that one. What do we have next week? The website I usually look at, the numbers has been down for like the last 6 days. Next week.
Next week is that movie that looks pretty bad to me. Reminders of Him and the movie Undertone, which is like it's like a horror. It's horror, but about a podcast.
Yeah, I don't think we're the target audience for Reminders of Him. I was kind of groaning. I groan at that trailer every time I see it.
Me too. It's like been in every single movie has been a trailer like
It's
for
been in
that movie.
trailers
And I'm
for
just
so
like,
long too. It feels like, yeah.
yeah, I know.
I don't know. It's based on a book, I assume.
It is. Yeah, it's a
Colleen
Colleen
Hoover.
Hoover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I
So who
mean,
knows?
honestly, yeah, I mean, she has a pretty devoted fan base. I don't think we're the target demo, but there is a target demo out there.
Yep.
And they will probably show up. So
Yeah.
that might be a safe pickup.
Yeah.
Um,
It
dropping,
ends with us like audience who like
yeah,
love. I mean, that movie did amazing.
yeah, exactly. I'm probably dropping Goat this week. I think between Hoppers and kind of Mario incoming, it's not going to have too much life left. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I agree with everything you said.
Yeah, I don't think there's not a lot of choices this week.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on to our next segment. This is trending topics. I pretty much just look at, you know, social media. I look at Twitter. I see what's
Luigi's tapped
trending.
in. If you didn't
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, obviously, I'm sure unless you guys are living under a rock, you know that the 2026 Oscars is this coming weekend. Um, all of the Oscar winners from last year are going to be presenting the statuette. And here's a breakdown of the nominees. Sinners is at 16, which is historically the most nominated film like in all of Oscars history, which is amazing.
Hmm.
I saw a tweet the other day that was like, Kalshi and all the predictive markets have one battle after another winning best film. But there's been many moments where like the most popular film doesn't necessarily win, right? Like
yeah,
Parasite comes to mind. Um,
Everything
yeah,
everywhere. I was having a
right.
conversation with some friends over the weekend, and one of them felt like Sinners was gonna overperform. I think in his mind, Sinners was gonna run away with it. So there's people out
Yeah,
there that are Sinners believers, and obviously it's an amazing movie, so it deserves a lot of awards. But it's definitely going to be hard fought for like the best screenplay, best pictures, best director stuff.
yeah, yeah. I'm excited to see it play out. If you haven't yet, head to mogulgame.moviepass.com. You can make your predictions there. It's free to play. There's a 100K prize pool. We want your hot takes. So if you're watching right now, feel free to comment. Do you think Sinners is going to go home with the golden statue for Best Picture? Let us know in the chat.
The other thing
But
that
I'm
friend mentioned
excited.
is that there's a lot of good movies to root for. Like some years with Oscars, it's like there's some like kind of like Oscar bait movies in there that
Yeah,
you don't really want to see win, but really any of those movies, like if it's One Battle After Another or Sinners, they're both kind of they're good stories either way.
yeah, I would kind of be happy with either,
Yeah,
honestly.
Marty Supreme, Timothy Chalamet winning an Oscar. There's a lot of like kind of exciting positive stories this year.
Oh, also in the chat, comment if you've seen like how many of the Oscar noms you've seen. I've seen pretty much all of them except for,
I think it's there's 10 total. Is that right?
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. At least in this top category. I haven't seen Train Dreams. That's the one I haven't seen.
I saw a bunch of them are back in theaters this week. I might have to go catch one or two of them. I think
Yeah.
Sentimental Value is probably the one that I need to see the most.
Oh, that's such a good one. Yeah. I mean, and Avatar, obviously got nominated, but people are just so sick of it. But James Cameron did, in his very James Cameron way, say that it's very likely there will be an Avatar 4. We already know that part of it is in the can. So, yeah, I guess we're getting an Avatar 4, guys. What do you think?
Yay.
Yay. Like,
Come on, James, give us something else. Give us something
like,
different.
yeah, like this is becoming very like White Lotus. Like, are they going to be in the mountains? Are they going to be? What's the setting for this one? Like that last one, we have air, we had water, we had fire, thunder. I'm like
Electricity.
snow. Like
Uh,
we're kind of running out here, you know.
James Cameron just makes movies at a scale that like few other directors do. It'd be nice to see him do something different.
I know, seriously, but also he likes money, I think.
Yeah, keep funding his deep sea explorations.
Right, exactly. If you guys haven't seen on Twitter, Dakota Johnson was revealed as the latest Calvin Klein underwear model. There's a film that goes along with it. I think Calvin Klein's having a bit of a moment because Love Story, the JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette story, is like back in the cultural zeitgeist. It was a huge moment for my family growing up, like when they died. I don't know about you, Josh. Like I was talking to my friend, he didn't even know that they had died and that they died in a plane crash. Did you not know either?
No.
Wow. Okay. we were having dinner and he goes, "So what's she like up to nowadays?" I was like, "What?" Well, I have another question for you. Did you know that Princess Diana died? Like, do you know how
I
she
did
died?
know that. Yeah, car
It's
crash.
so interesting to me. It's like those two things were like equally important in my household growing up. But,
Interesting.
yeah.
What was the movie she was in last year? Dakota Johnson.
Oh, the awful movie Materialists.
Yeah,
Terrible.
I'm kind of a Dakota Johnson hater after that movie.
I didn't really like her, and now I kind of like her again. I don't know. Her public persona, her like kind of press tour persona makes me laugh. She's like so dry and like kind of bitchy, and like I love that about her.
I can't tell. Yeah, I can't tell if it's like dry and bitchy as like an act or if she's just dry.
I think she is just dry, but like when she first got on the scene, I mean, there's that famous like interview with Ellen DeGeneres where do you know about this? That one where she's like, Ellen's like annoyed that she didn't invite her to her Christmas party, and Dakota's like, "I literally did," and she's very serious in that. But I'm like, that's just her, I think. Anyway, so you'll be seeing that a lot, I'm sure. It'll be plastered across billboards all around the world. Huge win for Calvin Klein. We also have just released, I think today or yesterday, the director of Hoppers released kind of like the concept film for Hoppers. And it's this right here, so you can see it. It's literally just two beavers like wading through the water. They people have been likening it to like Hayao Miyazaki, very like Studio Ghibli looking, and now everyone's like, make this movie. We want to see this movie.
It does. It kind of makes me. I feel like people talk about this all the time, but it makes me miss like classic animation style from Disney. And they haven't made anything that's not like 3D animated in so long. It would be kind of it'd be cool to see them go back to like hand drawn, hand painted kind of animation style.
I know. I really want to see that.
Or just really something different because like the Disney like 3D animation style it's not necessarily played out, but it just feels like very recognizable. And a lot of these movies, these animated movies that really pop off, do so because they like do something new and creative with animation.
Yeah, I think it would really cut through the noise too.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a new trailer that just came out literally like a few hours ago. It's a new Guy Ritchie film. So we're watching with you for the first time. Let's give it a look.
3, 2, 1.
Call Gary into my office. There is a situation here.
I assure you you'd like to listen. The alternative is very expensive.
Gary! Get them out of my office now.
Gary, a moment. There are two versions of how this narrative plays out.
Exhibit A.
Gary waits patiently and quietly by the door.
Exhibit B.
Gary steps forward and you spend the next 6 hours sponging him off the walls. I know which version Gary would prefer. Gary. Shh.
Manny Salazar. He's not really the guy you loan $1 billion and expect to see it back.
You think you can recover it?
You know I can. And this job, when mistakes are made, you need insurance. Kids, don't say a word. Follow me. Bronco and Sid will now solve it their way.
Love the shirt.
It's silk.
Of course it is.
I just told you. It's silk.
This is Salazar's island. The police are on payroll, and he has a reasonably experienced private army. Tick every box.
Tick every tuck.
Lube every wheel.
Lick every stamp.
3, 2, 1.
Range. 300. Weight 275.
Make your mind up.
250. Ram it, Janet.
They work between the moral and the immoral. The black and the white. They operate in the gray.
Show me what you got. I foresee a problem. I am aware that there is a 300-foot deep untraversable ravine, but if you give yourself enough runway, build up some speed, and flap your arms like so, it should take the bump out of the landing.
All right, I'm not super mad at that. I'm missing like an action movie, and I do like Henry Cavill and obviously Jake. Is that an accent I detect in Jake Gyllenhaal's character?
I did. It almost sounded like a little East Coast to me.
Yeah, like Boston almost.
Yeah.
Maybe like, yeah. Anyway, I'm excited. Felt very Guy Ritchie. I don't know
Guy Ritchie.
Yeah. I don't know who the woman in the cast is, but pretty star-studded cast. Sounds like Rosamund
That's what I
Pike's
was
in it
thinking.
as well.
Yeah. There's so many good like Jake Gyllenhaal movies, but I feel like he hasn't been in anything like really well reviewed in a while. Like he's had a kind of run of like mid movies. So
I know. Yeah, that's so true. And it's in theaters right before Memorial Day, so right before, movie the best time to go to the movies, summer. I'm excited for that. All right, let's move on. The next segment, we'll go over some Mogul polls. So for those of you that don't know, mogulgame.moviepass.com, you can go in, predict your answers to these polls. They have definitive answers, and the season ends on Memorial Day weekend. 100K prize pool, and it's free to play. The first poll here that we haven't covered yet is who will be the next CEO of Disney? Most people thinking it's going to be Josh D'Amaro.
I think that's right.
Who shows in this, Josh?
Pretty
I
sure.
think that's right too.
I want to say we covered it at some point. So either they're cheating and they were right, or we closed it before and people knew.
Oh yeah, people did. Yeah, it already answered. I think what happened was I did cover it as like when it first got on there. But good job, guys, you did it.
Yep.
The next one, will Timothy Chalamet propose to Kylie Jenner in 2026? If you guys don't know, Zendaya and Tom Holland did get married, so I think they're very much next. I feel
You
like
think
that's
so?
gonna happen.
You're voting yes on this one?
I think they're gonna propose. I think he's gonna propose this year for sure. I bet he's like, let's get through the Oscars, do it right before Dune 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, good press piece.
Oh my God, that's like, well, that'll be all over the news. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
That's what I would do. And then the next one, will Dune 3 and Avengers Doomsday outgross Barbie and Oppenheimer on its opening weekend? Most 78% say yes. So can't wait to see what the results are for that.
I think I agree with that one.
Yeah. That it'll outgross.
I think so. I mean, it feels like it would, but it's a tough bar to pass.
Yeah, Oppenheimer was so just massive, but like, I don't know.
Me neither. We'll see.
What will be the highest grossing movie in 2026? Most people think Avengers Doomsday. I think that's probably true. Even if
Yeah,
it ends up not being good, people are going to go see it, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm definitely going to.
I don't know about Spider-Man at number 2. I think I would think it would be between Doomsday, Odyssey, and Dune 3, but probably Doomsday and Odyssey.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's Doomsday, Dune 3, then the Odyssey. I don't know.
Maybe it helps that Odyssey is releasing in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
We get more 2026 numbers and less 2027 numbers.
Yeah, exactly. All right, the leaderboard for Mogul. Oh, shoot. This is the global leaderboard. Hello. There we go. Looks like there's definitely been some movement. Wolf's Wedding has taken second place. I can't read this. Benny, third. Do you see what it says, Josh?
I think it's Maru.
For whatever reason, I can't see.
It's Maru or Myru?
Maru. Cool. Sick. All right.
Lots of new names in there.
Yeah. Congrats. Check out mogulgame.moviepass.com if you haven't yet. We will see you on Thursday.
Go play. Go vote in some polls. Thanks,
Bye.
guys.